What's up, people? I hope you guys look, people. I got my own music, people. I'm telling you guys, this is everything done in the studio, everything done on Tritons and Rolands and Pro Tools, and you use your 8Ks, AKCs to get your old stuff to get them drum patterns in and stuff like that to make it crack so you can produce that and put it out. Hopefully, you guys do like the music there. That was another track by Navy 380. Navy 380 is my first cousin-in-law. He's married to my first cousin, Michelle. What's up, Evan? So that is one of my main producers there that produces the track, Navy 380. Most of my music is done by him or 310 Profit. Check out 310 Profit. Uh, been in the game for a long time and did stuff with Snoop and Corrupt and E40 and Kaz and a lot of other people. Um, that's my boy Prof. Prof 310 Profit and Profit. We used to eat a lot of Popeyes in Hollywood, people, on the corner Hollywood Boulevard and like Ivar, like right there. There's a Popeyes that's like right down there, and Raul was the Popeye chicken dude, and we was in the studio all the time with Rick, the bass guitarist, was from Morris Day and the Time, and we would go down and get Popeyes all the time. So had to throw that one on out. That beat reminds me of one of Prophet's beats, even though that was by Navy 380, and they don't even know each other. So love that sound. Today we got a great show today. Those of you who are tuning in, you see me doing gig work, you see me doing shorts and everything else like that. Today I did a just a random interview. I know my dogs, and I saw a show dog that I knew in my head. Ran up, met Sissy, the Russian Wolfhound, and interviewed the owner there. They are one win away from being a complete show dog and a champion. So wish them luck. We're wishing them luck. I'm gonna put that on my community post. Very, very great dog, people. Check out my animal encounters and pug love also if you are a pet and dog lover. Check it out. Lots of great videos there. My wife says those are her furry friends. That's what she says. And we used to have Max and Diesel. Those were our other furry friends, in case you guys wanted to know. Now, today's episode is going to be very, very great. This is not gig work right here. This is not Hot Facts and Eli podcast. That series and show ended a couple of days ago. This is the Hot Facts with Robert Reed podcast. But there will be a segment here that we will be bringing Eli in a video up relatively shortly in this present time, because we're going to be talking about relationships in a way. And I'll go over the rundown of the show of the topics here. We are going to go over, since people have a hard time, like there's a guy by the name of Thunder, and he's a guy that comes into the gig world. He's from another community, and he says he doesn't like it that anyone can use the N-word. And we get people that say that that's how it is. We have Asians that use it, other races that use it also, but they say it should not be used at all with anyone. Okay, someone asked me why are all my shows about like black issues or racial issues? Well, the Eli podcast, that show, there was nothing else there that was that, and I don't do it, but we got to deal with these issues, because if we're talking about this in the gig world, we're talking about this on regular just social media. People get offended when I say nigga. And when I'm describing what some people say, and has been said in the gig world, they have called people niggers. People say, oh, no one should ever say those things. Well, we got to understand, why we can, why we should not, and if it's okay. We got to talk about these things. We cannot be naive to any situation out there. We have to call us colored and Negro. Were any of those more better than what it is? We don't know, but that's why we got to talk about it. So the main topic of this, and it's going to open up some other doors here. Do black people use the N-word, okay, in front of their spouse? Okay, meaning interracial. If you are in an interracial relationship, does your spouse, the man or the woman, use the N-word in front of you? Now check this out. I'm not just going on about the N-word now. What if you were like Russian and you were with someone that's like Cambodian? Would they say whatever they call themselves that may seem like that in front of them. This is about interracial relationships, but the N word would be the one I'm going to use because I am in America. So anyone that is over in the UK, in Australia, South Africa, anyone in Asia, Europe, all around the world, I'm going by my United States of American experience and what we got to go through every day. Right now, just by saying the word nigga, me being this and saying this right now, people will say you should not use that word. But at the same time, if I put on the radio, they'll listen to the song and hear nigga. If they watch a movie, they will hear it come out and they will cheer and spend their money on and watch that movie and listen to that song. They may even purchase the song to have it on their personal device. But if I am not in Hollywood or anything else like that, if I say nigga like this, people think it's such a bad thing. So we're going to talk about that right there. Another topic we are going to be going on, okay? Illegal immigration in Texas, okay? The state of Texas has now, they're trying to handle illegal immigration and deportation themselves, okay? So we're going to talk about the illegal immigration in the state of Texas. We're going to go over some topics there. Texas, is it a state or its own country? We're going to go over the white and blacks promise there. We're going to go over welfare and taxpayers' dollars. We're going to go over that when we go over illegal immigration with the state of Texas and how it's being ran right now. And we're going to tie in Arizona. Is it unconstitutional? And we'll go into human rights. The link is up. So if anybody has any type of intellectual understanding on what's going on, you may want to click in on this one right here. We're also going to be going all over. I don't think you guys have noticed, but North Korea, they have fired off and tested ballistic missiles, and they have been able to go 9,336 miles. Okay. South Korea and the U.S. have sent out their thing. We're going to go over North Korea and is it a real threat to the United States? So if you are, I know on Necro Getting Bags, there was a guy up there and he was speaking about, let us know if you are liberal, conservative, things like that. This should be a conversation you may want to go ahead and get in. And if you are someone that wants to get into that, please go ahead and come on in. Now, also, we are going to be going over, do you think religion is the problem of the world or is it money and why? We are going to be going over that also. So stay tuned for that. We got that going in there. We'll talk about a few other things. But as of right now, what I want to do, I want to start the whole show off with Eli Mellis. For those of you who don't know, there's a guy by the name of Eli Mellis. He is a self-proclaimed life coach. Now, granted, he has paid, okay? He has paid for some training and he has attended seminars and things like that. So we gotta make sure that we do throw that stuff in, but he is a self-proclaimed life coach. So we had a show together that, and I knew it was going to be a difficult task. And I still chose to do the show and I decided to. We had a great show going on and I did it to get to know the guy. After there were some incidences in the show we have to work over because of his sensitivity. Okay. And I'm bringing this up in this episode because it's a relationship also. So we had one for the show and he has a woman that watches him, which he calls his lady. Okay. So because of people that speak as hecklers or whatever else in the chats, he has an issue. I was going back over the live that he was upset about before they said the stuff that they like Dana better and everything else. Someone said this. Someone said Eli's watching us right now, but he won't click the link. Someone said that in the chat, and it was Jax. Okay, Jack said that, and Eli was watching, and he did not click the link. And because of something that happened, people, he chose to end the show, ruin anything else that he had going pretty much as far as gaining any positivity as far as on the social media side. He did that. And what I mean is, because it's crazy, Nitro Free came and I know about the sub community. I interviewed someone that runs a channel like that, and they have a guy by the name of Kelly Caldwell. Nitro Free came on and said, I know who Eli is and everything else. But because of a video that some of the videos I have done with Eli, they have paired Kelly Caldwell in some of my videos, and Kelly Caldwell is the Eli of the community from Nitro Free. He's the exact same person. Crazy how that happened. Crazy how that happened. He ruined anything of positivity that could have happened. What is going to happen though is this here. Eli said that he wants to start doing shorts, more videos with his wife or his girlfriend Don. He wants to take snippets from his live streams and do that. He's taking all from HotFacts, which is a good thing because I influence, just like Gig, Drive, and Thrive. He's utilizing his shorts now to give a message and a question in the short. And he's understanding that that's how you gain views and gain subs quickly. He's doing it also. Okay. They are gaining from HotFacts, which is not an issue because you are supposed to learn how to do it better. By me doing the shorts like the one I did with Don and Eli, when Eli saying no one called her a horse and he said he'll beat him up, and at the end Don did a horse sound. I don't think any of you guys noticed that he actually did a horse sound and went. I don't think, watch my short and watch. He actually does a horse sound at the end after he said, don't call my girlfriend a horse or he'll beat you up. He not knowingly actually went. That's why I took that clip as a short. I gave you guys something to look at. Go back and look at the short I did. This might be the best thing ever. That's why I titled it that. Go back and look. He says this thing and she does her look like that and goes and does a horse sound. It is hilarious. That's why I said it's the best thing ever. So because I am doing things like that and I know how to do it in fair use. Oh, Bigfoot Dasher said laughing out loud saying it. Yeah, you got the joke. You got the joke, Bigfoot Dasher, because it's actually not a joke. It's actually what happened. So Eli, when I put in there in the community post, you know, when you said you want to do more shorts and do shorts with Don, you should have been looking at that to have that much creativity to take that and put it out as a short. Now that is my own intellectual property and I have it. So Eli, I'm going to tell you this. I have so much footage of you that I'm probably going to be able to find out of 30 hours. I should be able to find at least 3 videos that should get me at least 50,000 views off of you. And I own them off of my own intellectual property. And guess what? I'm going to get paid off of me owning what you did. I get the last laugh. People, and this is a big thing, once you start getting your name out there on YouTube and you have millions and millions and millions of views all across social media, the algorithm picks you up and it throws you out there. So you have a higher chance now of having your videos go higher. And when you have someone like Eli that is a total goofball, that does everything else that he does, and you know it's crazy, everybody else out there don't know about him. But if someone with a lot of views and has a following can bring that stuff out, more people will watch and laugh. So Eli, you will. Now, people, this is going to be the biggest joke of all time. Eli is going to be getting real people watching his channel because of all the shorts that I'm going to be putting up. And I'm going to be putting his description inside each short to help him out also. We're going to watch him get real people because of what I am putting up with him and Don. He is going to start rejecting all the real people and only focus on the trolls. Watch how this plays out, people. There are more levels to the game on what you guys do not know about this guy right here. Did I feel that he was a goofball when he was my co-host? Yes. Yes, I did. I explained that. I said that I took only the positives out, the pros. Now, if you go back and listen to my Walking with the People live while I'm doing a trail walk like Eli, I tell you exactly how I feel about him. Those things have never changed. When I did my first interview with him, I told him that's how I feel about him. I ain't lied about shit. He's a goofball. This is why you guys are like, damn. You guys are like, damn, like, yeah, this is what it is. But he did that. So he's gonna get a lot of real people tuning in and maybe watch his live because of how funny and hilarious he is on accident. They're gonna think it's a real comedy show. They're gonna go in there and talking to him like it's funny and interacting. He's gonna say they're a troll. He's gonna kick out the real audience, and he's not gonna have to buy subs anymore. He's gonna get real engagement from real people, but he's not gonna let them in. So people, watch this next phase of how HotFacts handles Eli. Now, Eli says that anyone that makes fun of him and everything else is slander and all of this stuff. Well, HotFacts is doing a completely different thing from all the rest of you guys that have been interacting with this guy, Eli. I am actually going to show how I do the gig world. I'm going to transfer that into Eli world. I'm going to show you guys everything that he does himself, give commentary, break it down, because I am someone that has the expertise because I've worked with him to create the video narration off of what he is doing there. So we're going to watch Eli do this step by step. I'm going to walk you through the self-destruction of Eli Mellis here, but the self-destruction won't be what you guys think. He'll be self-destructed from being able to just interact with regular human beings. He will always have a following. Like right now, I'll give an example. Everyone sees how I can just do my thing. My wife is like she's caught the Eli boogie right now. He will go ahead to see what Eli's doing, what he's saying, because he said those things. Now, hopefully today, when I go ahead and do this message right here about Eli, she'll go ahead and get on my level here, because Eli is going to do this to everyone who he comes across. And everyone that goes with this, that's what Eli does. He is the Pied Piper. He is having all the rats follow him, and that's what he's going to do, no matter where he goes, to where no matter what you do, you will go ahead and check out and see what he does. That's why Tammy is suing him. J. Rom tried to take a business. Man, they put that together to try to take another one. They will keep doing that. Thunder does this thing, GOYTA, YMCA guy, whatever his name is. He looks like the village people in the hippie version. That is who he would be. But Eli gets all these people doing that. So you guys will be following him nonstop, doing what you got to do. Now, I'm going to play a clip from what he did and how he spoke about me. And we are going to go ahead to get into all this. 3 days ago, Eli asked for opinions, 1 for this, 2 for that. When one person answered in a way Eli didn't like, he called him a troll and banned him. Exactly. So therefore, when I send all these people over there that are going to be watching him, because I have a bigger audience. When Torp said, Eli, your biggest mistake was not being with Reese. But Torp, you got to also stop saying this, man. Stop saying that Reese and Eli, whoa, they jacked us up and it didn't last. I like longevity and all this stuff, man. Shut up. You guys got to keep it real. You also said that at least Reese is transparent about what he does. So how am I not keeping it real, doing it what I say when I'm very transparent in what I do? You just talk things just to talk things, and you don't know shit about what you're talking about, Torp. So get your shit straight before you come back, or I will be throwing more shots at you. You got that? Did you get that, Torp? All right. Now, Eli did a video, and he's talking about me. I'm going to respond to what he is doing and go about this. And we're going to talk about this as in a relationship. If you are Eli and you are the man and you have a woman and this is your girlfriend or your wife, we're going to break down what he did. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to tell you this. He made her say some things. And when she did not say what he wanted, he cut it off. I'm going to just say that right there from the jump. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. Can you go to Eli's birthday bash, babe, and go to 1 hour, 1 hour. Let me get my notes here. People, you know I got my notes. Let's go to, you know I got my notes. Watch this. Let's go to 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 31 seconds. Or you can just go to 1 hour and 34 minutes. And then I'll just go from there. We're going to break this thing down right now. Eli, I know you're watching. You said some things, and I have not responded back because I said I won't unless you say something bad. But this is going to be like the unless you say something bad, this is like This is kind of bad too. But Eli, you got to stop. And low cow or MGTOW is not he's not part of that, people. There's a different group. There is a different group. We'll discuss what group that is also during this segment right here. Here we go. Oh. So we're gonna do some more shows from the couch. Yeah. You're in on that, right? Yeah. All right. You heard it from the horse's mouth. That's a bigger speech. Don't call my woman a horse, or I'll whoop your mother. You know what? Right. I swear to God, to even pick up on that. I'm gonna whoop some. You know what? All right, people, that was the short. Did you hear her go? If you do that, and she did a horse sound, I wanted you guys to see that she actually did the horse sound. But oh, you know what? Before we get to the next part of what's coming up in 2024, let's talk about the hot facts with Robert Reese situation here. Because let's give Robert something to talk about on his end. Robert, let's give you some context so you can further talk trash about us, and then you can make us more world famous. How about we give him something to talk about? What do you say? I thought we were gonna retreat, and you were going to apologize for. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. This is the first mistake this dude ever did. First of all, you should never commit a crime with Dawn. She's gonna tell on you in the progress, and she's gonna tell the police everything. Once they put her in the room, she's telling on you. Eli, she just made you look so much of a wuss, and we see how much control you try to have. Watch this. These are terrible guys in relationships. Watch this. And I guess this would be interracial. He's Greek and she's something else. So I don't know what she is. I don't know if she's German or what, but he's Greek. So I guess this counts too for interracial. Listen to what she says. Listen to what she says. I thought we were gonna. Hold up and watch his face. What he's done on his end. Robert, let's give you some context so you can further talk trash about us, and then you can make us more world famous. How about we give him something to talk about? What do you say? I thought we were gonna retreat, and you were going to apologize for. No, because they're not going that route. Listen. She said, I thought we were going to retreat. You know she don't use words like retreat. You know that. You know that comes from him. I thought we were going to retreat and apologize. He looks at her and says, oh, no. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. We have not done nothing and even spoken about them. It's all coming from him. So she just said they had to come. This means they had a conversation that he told her to get her to agree with being on camera for the birthday to talk about this. He got her to agree that he was going to get up here to apologize, but he bamboozled her. In case you guys didn't hear that, let's watch it again. This is why he's a goofball. And then you can make us more world famous on his end. Ronald, let's give you some context so you can further talk trash about us. And then you can make us more world famous. How about we give him something to talk about? What do you say? I thought we were gonna retreat, and you were going to apologize for. No, because they're not going that route. They're not. So, okay. and I was told by many people that care about you and me, including Jenny Sadler and all that, it's not the right way to go. He was told by many people, including Jenny Sadler, who's the guy who's trolling him, that it is not the right way to go. Also, that scumbag AZ Prod, who has not been on my channel ever since I called him out, because I go watch everything on how he was saying stuff over here. He didn't do it. Called him out on Eli's. They ignored it. AZ Prod and Jenny are the ones that are telling him that, they're the trolls that he listens to. So he listened to other people, not his girlfriend Don, when she said do the show and everything else because it's going to be better for you. She saw it was going to be better for him. The trolls know it's going to be good for them to make fun of him. He went the troll route. Are you understanding a little bit of something about Eli here? Yeah. Jenny and AZ Prod told Eli you were on the payroll. Yes, they did that. Yes. Now let's get into it. Look, now let's listen to the next step. First of all, he's a liar off the top, and he's doing it right in front of his girl, who he tried to brainwash into this conversation live on camera, and she cannot hold water at all. She's gonna pee it out. Listen to this. I'm trying to tell you that
Robert and
Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
That's Robert's wife.
It is.
Okay, now he said that's Robert's wife to her, which means he have to explain to her that that's Robert's wife. Is she on medication and drugs right now and drunk? Why would he have to tell her that if we've done so many shows and she has gone in the chat and spoke to my wife and said her name when she knows her name itself? Why would he have to tell her that's Robert's wife when Dawn already knows? Is someone under the influence, and is someone contributing to that? We're talking about relationships, people. If you are Eli and you are obsessed with the internet and trying to become famous, would you potentially, hypothetically speaking, would you have your spouse who is going through serious rehab and therapy go through this? Unblock that for me, please. And go through all of this. Would this happen? Why would he have to tell her who Emilia is? Now, this is where he gives her what to say. Now, listen to this. Now, at the end, what she really has to say does not match up to this right here. Let's keep watching. I was going to do a video about this, but I said, let's do it live.
Making me very sad.
That's Robert's wife.
It is making me very sad that this is going this route. We had a good thing going, and when people get drawn into the trolls or the negativity, that's when we lose the good thing. And so I really hope you guys reevaluate and stop acting like trolls against us, because we've done nothing against you. And I actually really like you, Amelia. And I really like you, Rob.
I'll rewind that first.
You've done nothing against you. And I actually really like you, Amelia. And I really like you, Robert. And so it really is saddening that it went this way.
All right. Did you hear all the words that she was using? She was using trolls in the way and everything. Those were Eli's words. Did you notice that he was not looking over to the right side? He was looking straight forward, because that's where he put what he was supposed to read. If you notice, right before she starts saying her thing, she looked at him like she didn't want to. So those were the words that he had her say, being disappointed, and we had a good thing going on. We had a good thing going on, and then all the other stuff. And then I really liked you, Emilia. He told her to say that. Did you hear how before he said Amelia, but when she was reading it, she said Emilia because she saw there was an E in the front. That's how you know she was reading it, people. You got to pay attention to what's going on. Now, go back to it. Now, I'm going to go back, people. I'm I'm gonna go back. Let's listen to Don again, and watch Eli. Watch how Eli sets up for her to read. Watch his eyes on the screen. Watch.
You and me, including Jenny Sadler and all that, it's not the right way to go.
All
I forgot to tell you that.
Robert and
Amelia. That's Robert's wife.
It is making me very sad that this is going this route. We had a good thing going, and when people get drawn into the trolls or the negativity, that's when we lose the good thing. And so I really hope you guys reevaluate and stop acting like trolls against us, because we've done nothing against you. And I actually really like you, Amelia. And I really like you, Robert. And so it really is saddening that it went this way.
Now, I would like to know, all of you trolls out here that troll Eli. First of all, I have Hot Facts with Robert Reese. That's this channel right here. And I have my other channel. What trolling have I done? I have not done nothing what you guys do. I did a show with the guy. So she said you guys are trolling us. Those are the words that he uses. She don't even know what day tomorrow is gonna be. She don't know nothing about no trolling or anything. And here's another thing, Eli. We're talking about relationships. Watching the video, your girlfriend you had before Dana was a veterinarian. You're openly speaking about things about your ex with Dana, and you're doing that exact same thing with Don. Something about you want to be able to say, hey, I was with this person. I'm going to talk about this person all day, and I love them too. You want to say that in front of the person that you are with, and you're a scumbag for that too. Eli calls me a troll, but most of my old content was highlighting the goofy stuff Eli said. Exactly. She only knows what he tells her. That's Tammy right there, not your business. I knew she was going to come out. You can't talk about Eli. You talk about Eli and everybody come on out. Now watch this.
I got to take care of that later.
What's that?
Not a big deal.
Watch this.
That's all. Really like you, Amelia. And I really like you, Robert. And so it really is saddening that it went this way. That's all.
Oops, I got to take care of that later.
What's that?
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
I thought she did too, and I think to a certain extent she does care about Dawn, but I think Amelia cares more about her and Robert. Her and Robert getting views and making.
Now, he said, I think Amelia cares more about. Don said husband. Eli said clicks and views. Do you see how there's a disconnect there? Listen to this again. People, I break videos down. He did the wrong thing here.
She does care about Dawn, but I think Amelia cares more about her and Robert. Her and Robert getting views and making as much money off ad revenue as they can. Because
first of all, my wife don't even understand how you get paid off of YouTube, yet alone she don't understand how the YouTube studio work yet. She understands how to go inside this community chat and tear it up. That's what she knows. That's what she knows how to do. Amelia don't know nothing about no back end of YouTube, and she don't even look. She may give me some ideas here and there, but Amelia, she ain't talking about, well, let's do this for ad revenue. That's all Eli. That's what Eli wants to do, and he's putting this all on Don to like face this stuff. This is crazy. Amelia didn't do anything. Neither did Robert, for that matter. Exactly, Wisdom. Thank you. Now let's keep going.
When I understand she does care about Dawn, but I think Amelia cares more about her and Robert. Her and Robert getting views and making as much money off ad revenue as they can. Because when I I gave Amelia and Robert a chance before I removed their moderator wrench, and then I banned them. The day this
He said he gave a chance. I told him, let's do the show, one more show, and then let's talk about it and see what's up. And when I told him it's hilarious, what's going on, that's when he banned me, when I said it's hilarious. He said, well, you're banned, and that means your wife too. Eli, you didn't give anyone a chance. I decided to work with you to help you out. You refused help that was going to get you real people, but you're still going to get these real people, Eli. The real people that are watching right now are going to want to see what the hell is wrong with you. And then they're going to go over there and go into your chat, and you're going to ban them. And then you're going to see that you could have real engagement with people. You want to do it like one off, like a Walmart greeter. I saw you once, bye. You got to keep them coming back, man. And you know they're not coming back because your views. If Eli thinks you're laughing at him, he gets banned happy fast. Exactly. You can't say nothing positive.
When Robert came to my walking stream later on that day, I asked him and his wife, what do you think about that? And, how come you didn't remove that? And Amelia said, come on, that's not really that big of a deal. You got to just learn to take that stuff.
That's not what he said. He said, this is what he said. And Robert, I was watching and the moderation sucked. How could you and Amelia not moderate that? And no other moderator, go ahead and remove that. That's what Eli said. Go ahead, Eli, go ahead and say all that. For all what it's worth, we all told you he has no clue on how to run a YouTube channel. I knew that, but I still told you guys I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and get first in myself. Planet Mondo says you can just say hello, Eli, and he'll ban you and say, "Oh, I know this is a troll from the other side." Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if that's how you feel, I'm done. Okay. Like, I would never allow anyone to try. It's one thing to come at the man, right? And I understand women are liberated and women are strong nowadays and they're equal to men. I understand all that. But still.
What does women being liberated and everything have to do with, first of all, it was not your show. Your show was Hot Facts and Eli Podcast. This was a completely different show. Why do I have to monitor my whole channel for comments for you, you goofball? It don't work like that. So what does liberation of women have to do with my wife telling you, get over it? You got to have thicker skin. What does being liberated have to do with that? You were saying this to Dana when I watched that thing with my wife last night. And I know you were saying this with the girlfriend before, the veterinarian. It's only a matter of time before you start strangling people and sniffing underwear and jumping in windows, Eli.
When it comes to a woman, I still don't feel there are certain things she should be susceptible, for scrutiny on. Okay. And if you as a man are such a piece of garbage to where you're just going to allow people to trash talk other women in that way, then
all right, Eli, if you're going to be a piece of garbage, Eli, I am not a piece of garbage, man. I am a piece of recycled garbage. Recycle, reduce, reuse. I am healthy for the environment. You are toxic. We got to get rid of you. There is a difference, Eli. Did you see how I spun that one off so quick? Now, scumbag. Let's talk about scumbags in relationships. If you are a man and you see that there's a comment that when your wife is asleep and she did not know about it, you woke her up to make her mad, to have her look at it. If a man does that, then do this, and then not remove the comment, you might be a scumbag and you are playing Don. And I want you to respond back to this reaction off of your own words right here. Eli, I'm going off of your words. So you would have to go off of my words going off of you, which is you going off of yourself. So this is a battle you don't want to enter.
I want nothing to do with you, right? You want to trash talk me all you want, trash talk me all you want. But if you're going to come at my woman and it's not moderated on a channel where I supposedly had a professional relationship on, then I'm out. Peace out.
Professional relationship. To do a show, that's a great show. Hecklers are going to come. This was not even your show. My show is ran my way. I'm always going to have people in the stands, and they can say what they want as long as they don't cross the line. If you can't handle it, get the fuck out, Eli. You got your panties pulled up. You got a wedgie. We squirted water in your face, and you got to leave, man. You got to leave. You can't come in doing stuff like that. No woman is going to want to be with a man like that because obviously you can't fight. You'll run behind a tree. You might push her in the way and run. You might do something like that. You won't fight. You'll run. You'll talk crap and jump behind my back. You start calling out Pedro and all these other people because you felt comfortable on my show. And you said, come here on Hot Facts. I'll throw a rock at you and jump behind a big black dude. Yeah. I'm talking crap now from behind. I'm talking crap now. That's what you did. You're not an alpha if people think you'll lose the fights when you enter them. You're not the alpha.
I will take her any day over any BS out here. It's the way it goes. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not saying that to kiss your ass. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
He looked at her, pointed and said, I'm not saying this to even kiss your ass. He said that to Dom because she went off track earlier. He's trying to get her back on track, but she's going to go off track again. Watch this.
It's crap, right? What really got to me was how Amelia responded. Like honestly, Amelia, I'm more disappointed in the way that you responded to it because you always said, I really like Don. But now I'm beginning to believe that maybe that was just...
I want you guys to understand this. When you are dealing with psychology and body language of a person, watch when Eli starts talking about my wife, watch where Don's eyes go. They're no longer looking forward. Watch where Don's whole face and eyes go. Watch this.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's crap, right? What really got to me was how Amelia responded. Like honestly, Amelia, I'm more disappointed in the way that you responded to it because you always said, I really like Don. But now I'm beginning to believe that maybe that was just partially true or a ploy, like you said, right, babe? To try to get us to do the show with you so you can make more views and leverage my trolls. Then they tried.
Did you see how Don's face went all the way to the right and she was looking down because he talks to her like that nonstop about this channel that don't go anywhere, and he can't say anything back because she's under medication and drugs. And she was like, oh, he's doing that. She looked this way. And did you see how he said ploy before he was going to say it because she's heard him do this speech for his birthday over and over again the night before. So she knew what word was coming out. So that's why he instantly, before she even finished ploy, he said ploy, like you said. He had her listen to everything so that he can be on. Now keep listening to this. Her face is like this, sad the whole time.
They try to double dip. They try to leverage my trolls, and then they try to leverage me at the same time. It's like baking your cake and then eating it, or getting up, making your bed, and then laying in your bed again, right? Come on, I'm not dumb. Well said, Eli, says Jenny. Jenny, tell me I'm wrong. Explain to Lauren. Like I understand where you're coming from, Lauren, but you got to dig deeper. There's a lot of psychological BS happening out here amongst creators. Okay, I like to call
the psychological BS is him. And brutally Lauren was telling him, I think you're looking at it completely wrong. And she was saying that Emilia, she said, I thought Emilia really cares about Don. And that's not what we are doing. This person is telling him that, and he's saying, no, you got to look deeper because brutally Sadler, the troll man, does. So he rejected the opinion of someone else that follows him.
The YouTube version of psychological warfare. Have you heard of that term? Psychological warfare is when you...
I heard that last week.
He asked Don, have you ever heard of psychological warfare? Have you ever heard of that term? She's 49 years old. Why would he even ask her that? Listen to this again. This is stupid. This dude is, oh my goodness.
Yes. Happening out here amongst creators. Okay, I like to call it the YouTube version.
Oh, hold up. My pinky hit it. My pinky hit it.
Of psychological warfare. Have you heard that term? Psychological war, yes. Happening out here amongst creators. Okay, I like to call it the YouTube version of psychological warfare. Have you heard that term? Psychological warfare is when you
I heard that in class.
when you use your brain to try to get into someone's head.
She joked at him. She said, yeah, I think I heard that in school one day. This dude thinks she's an idiot. He's probably giving her extra medication.
And try to control what you do with them or what you get from them, right? This is like the YouTube version of psychological warfare, is what it is. Senator Palacio, but what's the big deal to one may not be a big deal to another, generally speaking. You're right, Sandra.
True.
You're right. Go ahead, babe.
That is absolutely.
Now watch this. Someone made a comment what might not be a big deal to someone, but might be a big deal to someone else. This is when Dawn is finally going to get a chance to speak up for herself. And watch what Eli does right after. Watch this.
True. And maybe because Robert and Amelia haven't been around as long as we've been on and didn't see all the scrutiny I've gotten in the past by these people. So they maybe thought, hey, it's not that big of a deal, you know? So they said a name about her, you know, just let it slide. But they may not know how many names and how many times it's come at me.
Exactly. If you look here, baby, YouTube already removed all of the botted views. So we have.
I got a question. She got done talking about the question that he read out loud, but he didn't like it because of her answer. He just said maybe they don't know. This was Don speaking to everybody out there. He's asking everybody to like make fun of him, and please don't make fun of me. I will say this right now. I myself, I'm going to honor that. I'm going to honor that. She wants you to talk about Eli and not herself. She says they don't know how many times it happens to me. If you guys are trying to raise money to get her out of there and do all this stuff, that's one thing. But trying to raise money and then bash her like that, whenever she does get a chance to say what she has to say, and you guys make fun of her, that's stupid also. You got something to do with that. And Eli knows that. Eli knows that he's going to put her out there because he knows that you guys are going to do it because you like it. And you guys know that he's going to do it. So you guys are part of the biggest part of doing that to her. He's now went to talking about YouTube removed all the bots. What does removing bots have to do with the conversation that was going on right there? She spoke her mind and said, maybe they don't know. And she was saying this and that. He had her say all this stuff. And at the end, he said, because of that question was the only thing, or that comment was the only thing that freed her up to have a free thought. Whoever wrote that comment right there, you did something that allowed her to break free to speak for a little bit. You did something good because we saw what he did right after that. He shut it down, but we all heard it. Let's go back and listen again. J-Rom, when you go to school and you're doing this stuff and you work with people, you have to take psychology and things. And obviously how you run the stuff that you do, you don't know. Because I ain't never heard you break down something like this. All you do is go ahead and talk about Hakuna Matata because he kept saying it wrong. Yeah, that's funny and everything else like that. But what are you proving? Let's get into some real facts with Hot Facts. And I hope y'all been watching all the people saying you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reeves. I hope you realize who you have now involved yourself with. And because you are a trainer, I'm going to be doing videos and targeting you. How Eli said you're going to leverage my trolls. You came in there to think you're going to talk to me and do stuff like that. You're in for a tough one, buddy, because I'm putting out training videos. Did you see my training videos of me and my client, Tila, her and there doing the boxing and stuff, and I'm filming her? Well, guess who was filming her? That was my wife, Emilia. My wife has always been my assistant. When I go work and train, she working with me. We go and work. My wife is the one filming me do that for what I do. She ain't never in the background, G. Never. Where's your video? Now let's go back and listen to this again.
Yeah, I haven't been around.
May not be a big deal to another to get from them, right? This is like the YouTube version of psychological warfare, is what it is. Senator Palacio, but what's a big deal to one may not be a big deal to another, generally speaking. You're right, Sandra.
True.
You're right. Go ahead, babe.
That is absolutely true. And maybe because Robert and Amelia haven't been around as long as we've been on and didn't see all the scrutiny I've gotten in the past by these people. So they maybe thought, hey, it's not that big of a deal, you know? So they said a name about her, you know, just let it slide. But they may not know how many names and how many times it's come at me.
Exactly. If you look here, baby, YouTube already removed all of the botted views.
Uh-huh.
So we have 282 views so far. They won't show up right away once it goes to a replay, but they'll eventually pop in within the next 24 hours. But look at this. Our average view duration, when you get botted, your average view duration is like the same amount of time as you've been on. Like you've been on for an hour and 60 minutes. Our average view duration is 17 minutes and 24 seconds. That's legitimate. That's pretty good. So basically, out of everyone that's popped in to this show today, they've watched at least 17 minutes of what we said and done. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, even for an almost 2-hour show or hour and a half show.
What does that say over there?
Where?
On the chat. I'm just...
Really, Lauren, I agree, Sandra. I hate to see it end. I really do. They're a good yin yang at Sandra. Yeah, yes, Robert's a good talker, and so am I. But the bottom line is my intentions and what I'm seeking out on YouTube is different than Robert. We're in two different places. He's more into drama. I'm more into helping people. Right now, do I get involved in drama sometimes? I don't like drama, but it's inevitable. People are you're gonna deal with drama whether you fucking like it or not. I don't like drama.
Now, this guy said we're in two different places, right? Yeah, we're in two different places. I know exactly what I'm doing, and you think you do, and you don't. So there it is, people. That's Eli right there. Let me hear a little bit more to see. Let me see.
Talk about it. They'll talk about it. But my intentions primarily are to help people get a better grip on their lives personally.
I've never seen them like really help anyone. I've seen people in chat that talk to them, and you know, maybe the people who are getting help from being bullied, they're fighting back. Those are people who I cannot see. But I do know that he has done that. But his message is not that. His message is about troll.
Professionally, I want to help uplift people. I want to help motivate and inspire people to learn from my fucking mistakes. They sit there and watch and they get turned on by that. You don't have to try too hard. Just be your fucking self, right? Let me see here. Kenny Souther, money is not the end all.
See, the thing is, Lauren, we don't even know what they're going to come at us with. So it's hard for us to talk about it prior.
Right. Kenny Sadler says you did the right thing, Eli. I thank you.
Kenny Sadler, the guy troll.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Thing too. You know, look, I will always choose Don over anything by myself.
Well, that's that there with that. I do gotta say, I give Don a lot of credit. She clapped back at J. Rom's wife, And my short about that is coming up after I do this live. I'm doing a short about how Don clapped back at J. Rom's wife, and it is hilarious. Her facial expression is hilarious. Woo, Eli. Man. Well, as a man in a relationship, he had the ability to remove a comment that made him do all this stuff. He could have done that himself. He chose not to. Okay? He chose not to. It was his fault. As a man, you step up for your woman, you remove it, and you tell them not to do whatever, or you click on the link and say it to them, or you know what, you go live yourself to take them off of my channel so they can do it on yours. You don't just sit up there and wake your girl up to have her look at something negative about herself and then try to blame it on other people. You are the biggest disgrace to any man out there because you cannot stand up for your girl at all. As a man, there's going to be a lot of times where the woman's going to put you in a position because she did something dumb and she just wants you to stand up for her. And we'll do that a few times. You got to put your foot down and be like, hell nah. You got to do that too. Nope, 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 nope. We'll do some stupid things for our women. We'll do stuff like that. But you didn't even do it there online, not even in person with anyone. So we know that in person, you would have let people talk about her and pick on her. You would try to pull her, walk out the club while everyone's screaming at you. And right in front of her, someone will push you in the back and push you on the floor in a puddle of water. And then you'll get up and say, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get you guys later. She just saw that, damn, if we ever get robbed or someone's going to mug me, you will get your ass whooped. Every person he's collaborated with, he has tried to run their channel. Yeah, you cannot do that at all. Guys in relationships don't do that. And that's an interracial relationship because he's Greek and she's something else. That's really going to make you look bad as a guy. Now, I want to talk about this right here. Let's get to the topic up there on the headliner. Do black people, first of all, if anyone wants to say anything about Eli, the link is open. You can click the link. Go ahead and get it in. But now, do black people use the N-word in front of their spouse? Okay. Interracial relationships discussed is the topics right here. Okay. I want to go ahead and say nigger, Negro, colored. My wife is right here. When she listens to music, she hears it. My brothers, my cousins, my family. She's never heard my dad say it, though. She's never heard my dad or my mom say it. My grandfather used to use it. I am Joe N-word buddy, according to Eli. See? Eli weird. But my wife hears it. My family says it. My grandfather said it all the time. By the way, my grandfather is the first black person in the state of California to have a license to buy and sell guns. I'm part of Black history in California. And she hears it. Sometimes, like, I can get on a nigger rant and she'll say, geez, or something like that. You know, she'll say something like that. But it is what it is. Some may ask, has your wife ever said it in front of you? She said it in front of me once. She doesn't say it anymore. I guess she felt some people got to say it to see if it fits. It didn't fit. So I gave her a pass and it didn't fit. You know what I mean? She's like, no, it did not fit. Now, my wife is Peruvian, Italian, and Mexican. Okay. So it didn't fit. She used it and it did not fit at all. but she tried. It's not a word for everyone. But in an interracial relationship, if you're a guy and you're with someone that is from another race and you take them, let's say, and guys, stop doing this. Stop bringing your girl around all your boys. First of all, she's gonna have sex with your boys behind your back. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna figure out, well, which one does this for a job and which one does that and which ones are, and then she's gonna have sex with your friends. You don't do that at all. Okay, you don't, and you don't, yeah, you just don't bring them around like that. There is a time to bring your woman around everyone. Okay, family events. You're going to let's say you and your buddies or your friends are gonna go out to eat or something. You go out and do it like that. Everybody is paired up, things like that. You get a better chance to monitor things and all that other stuff because you got to monitor your friends closer because you know who your friends are to see if they're gonna try that weird ass shit that they do with everybody else. So you got to be able to watch that shit too. So you don't bring your girl around like that. You'll bring her around for certain things. All right, someone's having a Super Bowl party. Okay, my wife come in. They go bring their wife, their girlfriends. Normally the guys are playing dominoes, cooking outside and stuff. The women are sitting together and talking and stuff like that. That is how it goes. Okay. Now, if your wife is around you running into one of your boys at like the grocery store or something like that, and she just happened to be with you and y'all chopping it up, and he like, man, my nigga, look, check this out. I was over there, the other spot over there around the corner, by the barbecue spot. That one nigga that working there with the green eyes, nigga, that nigga was in there tripping. I would say something like, nigga, what? Yeah, that nigga had the nerve to tell me this shit. And I told him, I said, nigga, is you crazy? You're gonna hear conversations like that. Now, the person who is not you, who is not black, is gonna have, if they're not used to it, like this. Let's say you're a black dude, you move to an all-white area. Okay. We moved to Cyprus, where Tiger Woods is from. I used to watch Tiger Woods play golf and stuff, all when he was younger and stuff, right? We moved out there. Even though it's West Orange County where it's mixed, right? You still have, spots where the families were all the way white, like, their money came from generational wealth because Cyprus used to be nothing but dairy farms and stuff. So all the land and the families that have the big old giant houses, John Stamos lived right around the corner on Gay Street. DJ from Roseanne lived right at the corner from where I live. Jody Sweet Sweden, Stephanie from Full House, right 0.8 miles away in Los Al. So I moved to an area that had some white people there. And when we met the white people they felt weird because they were hearing the word so much like that. And they never heard it like that. But it's going to shock them. You have to be as, the person, and if you're the man in the interracial relationship, if she says, can you not use that in front of me? I just don't like it. She has to understand that this is how we speak, and she'll get used to how you use it. And she's going to understand racially motivated hate from how you are with your friends. She'll get to understand that. She will probably refrain from using it, or whoever the other spouse is, guy or girl, will refrain from you using it. But they will, whenever they hear someone else use it, they'll speak up and tell them that's not right. It's something that is, some people say, well, does that break up relationships? You using the N-word, or if you're watching TV, or what if something happens and you're watching something about slavery and you're talking about how white people held you guys down as slaves. Now, my wife is Peruvian, Italian, and Mexican, but many people think she's white because her skin is fair, because of the Italian side. Okay, because of that, it's kind of weird because they think she's white. And when it comes down to these things, and I'm talking about, yeah, well, you know what? The white man did this. They still owe us this. They did that and all that. She hears how I speak about it, and I get very vivid with my speech about it. I don't go on to saying there's no really racial slurs you can say for white people. I don't do those at all. I'm speaking about from us being lynched and the words they use when they say you all and y'all and you guys and things like that. I break that down and let her know how it is. At times, on how aggressive I come across with my message, when I'm not even using anything that's saying anything wrong, she may think like I'm being aggressive, and it may seem a little militant. And I'm just giving my example because my family we were slaves, picking cotton and everything. So like my uncle Donnie, he's with a white woman. Now, first of all, both my brothers, my oldest brother is with someone white. My other brother is with someone that's Korean. My nephew is getting married to a Cambodian. My big mama on my dad's side is half white. Okay, I have white in me. I have Hispanics in my family in LA from Dogtown. We got white. My family's mixed. It's just that the white people and the other ones, when they around us, like they sound like us. So it is what it is. But my family is mixed. My family is very mixed. Obviously, most of us is black, but my generation and all my cousins, we are the ones that have all the mixed kids. All my first cousins on my dad's side and my mom's side, a lot of us have mixed kids. A lot of us. So we are bringing the multiculturalism into our family that's helping. And we have whites and everything mixed in. And that's how we get down. Okay? That's how we get down. Now, with that being said, we still speak the way we speak. When that person is with you, they have to understand and respect the way you are speaking. Just like when my wife is speaking about things in the Spanish culture, and she's letting me know about how Mexicans are treated. She has a special heart for Peruvians also. She speaks about Central America and things like that, but she speaks about how different they are, why this group don't like this and this and that, and she speaks from her mind, especially when it comes to Puerto Ricans. She has something with Puerto Ricans. They're Hispanic, but they're a different type. But Hispanics and her type don't really mix like that. It's something about them. She says, oh, Puerto Ricans are, they all talk loud and things like that. But look, Puerto Ricans are part black, though. You got to understand that. They got that in them. But Puerto Ricans got that attitude to mix in with what they got. But in Mexico, slave ships went to Mexico, too. But it's different. They are two different races, right? Two different races. Put it like this. You can have somebody from Africa, not African American. If someone calls us a nigger in America, the African just may laugh because he don't even care. Get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like that. There are other Asian countries that just because Asia and how they look, but they're different. There's different names that they use to put each other down. So imagine you are with someone that's from the opposite side and you are using the words that you don't think you should hear. That's how interracial relationships are. And the N word is one of the biggest things that people got to understand. Whenever you get involved with someone from another race, you are embracing everything from that race. Meaning that there have been people that have called my wife a nigger lover, and she ain't even white. But because her skin is fair, they called her a nigger lover. They have to deal with all of that stuff too. Remember that. Remember that. If you are in an interracial relationship, do you use the derogatory term that another race has for you? Do you use that when you speak to your spouse? If you are Black, do you use the N-word in front of your spouse? Leave a 1 in a comment if that happens. And don't be afraid. Some people actually are in an interracial relationship and they are from the opposite race and they use the word all the time in the household with their spouse. If you are someone that does that and don't want no one to know, leave a 3. Let's see who's stupid. I said stupid because it was a trick. It was to get you to just say, yeah, in the house with my spouse gave me a pass, and that's how it works. My spouse gave me a pass, and that's how it works. It goes just like that. So if you are Black, do you use the N-word in front of your spouse? Put a 1 in the section for that right there. Now, we're going to get into, and let me see where people's brains are at. Illegal immigration. Now, my wife is Mexican, Peruvian, and Italian, like I said. And my wife's parents came here, okay, as migrants. They are all the way legal now. They have to take all the tests and do all that, but they've been here for, my wife is 35 years old. That's how old she is. And they've been here her whole life. Okay. They just became legal, I would say, if I can remember, maybe I would say maybe like 6, maybe 6, 7, maybe 6 years ago. They became legal. Maybe 7 years. All the way. They were going down to the consulate and the embassies and going ahead doing all their stuff. And they became legal. Her father's been working here as a hard working Peruvian and Italian his whole time being here. They actually came through in Texas before they came to California. If you are in a relationship interracial, you should learn more about your spouse and how they came here. And I do believe they were in like Houston, and they came to Texas first, then they came to California. Now we all know how Texas is. Texas is like its own country. They make up their own rules. They do everything. Okay. Texas has now went into illegal immigration is now a state crime. Is that good or bad? Texas is now saying that if someone is illegal, they'll handle the process in their jail system and then get them deported. But there's a big problem with this. While they're picking and choosing who they want to be here, that's not right. They'll take all the labor that these people are doing to benefit your corporation, build your business up higher than what it is. They'll do all of that and then say, well, you're not good enough, you can leave. Is that good or bad? And we all saw what happened with Arizona, trying to identify people just on the spot for IDs. You cannot do that at all. We saw that it was unconstitutional, and Arizona had to fall back. Texas said, we're going to do it the American way. Is Texas right? Okay. I know people that would say that I'm a conservative white Christian in America, would say that they're all going to come over. The ones that come here who can work, they can get on welfare, do all that. Well, I say this: if you're going to use them as a slave to use their labor, and you're going to kick them out anyway, act like they're in college and give them the food pass. I know a lot of Americans are going to say, no, that's not the way to go. Our tax-paying dollars are going into that. Your taxpayer dollars are also going into the corporations that are using these people as slaves. They will let them work just to work. When the work is done, get out. Is that good or bad? If someone is here and they are able to work and do work that you don't want to do, I believe that person has a right to stay here. If someone comes over illegally now, they didn't come over for work. They just came over to get the hell out of their country. If they are not seeking asylum and they get caught, you got to go back to your country, G. You got to go back. Sorry, G. People like that come over and get on the system of welfare and things, I understand why Texas has a problem with that. But you have to know that there is a huge migrant workforce that's already been developed in Texas. So while Texas wants to own the rights to deport whenever they want, that means that is another form of slavery. Understand that. It's another form of slavery. American Badass said, if you are here illegally, you are breaking the law. It doesn't matter if you're from Canada or the UK. You are breaking American law. Stand in line is what he says and wait your turn. I agree. We also got to know that there are people out there, okay? There are people out there that have skills, fake social security numbers and things like that. Some people are sliding under the radar and they have never been caught. As long as they ain't committed no crime or nothing, they've been filing taxes under that fake number and everything and doing stuff like that. They putting money into where it goes and all the other stuff. You ain't been to jail. You ain't molested no kids. You ain't a rapist. You ain't any of that. I ain't got no problem with you, G, because I didn't even know to begin with. So why should I even care? But Texas is doing this. Now, I understand that the labor is going to be better as us in America. It's called a work visa. The labor here in America, I know us Americans don't want to do it. The blacks, we've been slaves for too long, and blacks is like, nigga, I ain't doing that shit no more, man. Nigga, can we get somebody else in here? We didn't kick the Indians, the real Native Americans off their land and gave them reservations. They give it to us back by calling the police on white people for being drunk on their casinos. They get them back like that. They killed all the buffalo to starve them, to wipe them out. They don't want to do no more slave work. They even gave the white man peace pipe, taught them how to hunt and taught them the land, how to navigate, and they took all their land. They don't want to come here and do the work. Mexico is part of the United States. Native Americans and Mexicans lived in perfect harmony. You ever notice why their foods are so similar? You ever notice why their eyes are kind of alike, their hair is kind of the same? They from the same place, man, eating the same stuff. The Mexicans said, man, y'all didn't took our land like the Native Americans, kicked us out. One thing is different. Mexico is so trash with how they treat their people. It's ran by cartels. Mexicans have no problem with running from a cartel to be a slave to America because they're still going to make more than what they did in Mexico. And this goes like to a lot of countries when they come over here. Okay? They're going to come here and do the work because don't nobody else want to. And if they're doing the work that nobody else wants to, we got to have something called human rights. Human rights. We got to stop the exploitation, but we got to make sure it's done fair. Texas, I don't know what their whole agenda is about. But you got to think, because blacks and Native Americans don't want to do it, they promised us black folks 40 acres and a mule. They're getting all this money, and there was a guy that was on Necro's channel last night, and I was going to speak about race, the racial issues, because he wanted to know about being a conservative and a liberal and everything else. I was going to get into this because he said the conservative Christians normally are in places where there's a lot of land. He said there's so much land here in the United States that everyone can fit and live right. Well, if that is the case, my question to him was going to be, how come what we were promised, the 40 acres and a mule, was not given to us? If there's so much land, how come the conservative Christian does not want to give us our 40 acres and a mule? If there is so much land, we would use that mule to harvest, to grow crops. You would see more black-owned places as far as grocery stores, places to buy food and everything like that. They don't want that. They don't want that. Texas ain't even doing that. This goes to the white-black promise. Texas said we gonna be racist. We don't even want blacks here. I was driving through Texas to get to Louisiana, where my family's from. I got family in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi. My family in the South. We were slaves, y'all. We had massa and all that. We stopped to go inside of it was like a restaurant on the outskirts of Texas. Right? My dad said, look, we got to go in here and leave real quick. Right? Because we have to use the bathroom. We opened the door. Every single person in there was white, and they all stared at us like, why are they even here? We had to go to the bathroom and come out. They did not stop looking at us until we walked out and drove off. Texas won't even do that for us. But people want to have a mixed kid that's black to try to get a scholarship. They try to use it to try to get that affirmative action and all this other stuff. That's why a lot of interracial relationships are. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. That's how a lot of them are. But interracial relationships also help stop racism in some families. They see attributes, and then the children, with the love of the children and how the children are as babies, children can make a racist not racist anymore. So interracial relationships does help with that aspect also. But Texas, on what they're trying to do, is unconstitutional for them to try to bring in to break a federal law to try to make it a state law. But I guess they're looking at it like medical marijuana, but Texas don't have medical marijuana. It's still a drug there. It's legal in states, but it's still a federal crime. Texas is using that towards immigration in Texas. That's crazy there. It's unconstitutional because it's going to turn into a stop and frisk state. If you represent the First Amendment and you are a First Amendment auditor, you understand that that should not be done. First of all, you should not be able to stop me for search and seizure, your Fourth Amendment right. You shall not infringe on me to do that. I have the right to be able to walk through as a sovereign citizen the same way as horse and carriage for travel without being stopped and detained for unlawful reasons. There's people in the gig world that don't speak about these things, and I really wish they would, because it ties into the gig world, because we have to deal with all the populations. It's unconstitutional to do that, to have the ability to have a judgment to think that someone is not legal here by the way they look. That is racist and prejudice. It's not lawful and it's unconstitutional. Texas should be condemned for what they are trying to do. This should not be allowed. Do you know how many innocent people will be in jail because of this? They will be sent to a private jail that is here to make money off of people for more slave work. Families and homes will be broken. Now, what about the people that are misidentified? People who are wanted and someone may resemble them and it's not even them. And you get the wrong person. You put someone in jail to make money on them, then deport them as a slave. And that person that kills is still here. Texas needs to stop trying to be its own country. 40 acres and a mule was never law. General Sherman did that. The U.S. Congress should have made good on his promise, in my opinion, but they did not. Exactly. There's been a lot of promises out there that should have came in, and we have not been able to get those. And I'm talking about every race. You know what happens with other races when they come on why the same thing don't happen? Let's say the Asians, let's say Chinese, Korean, whatever, Africans, Indians from India, from Bangladesh, wherever they are from, they come here and get these businesses. They allow them to have these businesses so that they don't go through all the same civil rights movement era again. That's why. Okay, that's why. People have human rights, and I do believe that. I don't care where you are in the world. Just how we have we have international and world rules of war on what you can and cannot do in war. Yes, people, with war they have rules. If you have these same rules when it comes time for war, some of these same rules should come into natural human rights. Now, I understand our court system and the judicial system is backed up, extremely backed up. And some of these people have been here in jail for 20 years and things like that. But while they're in jail before they actually go see a judge, do you know that they are now slaves of the nation and of the state? Do you know that? The judicial system is backed up to keep people locked up so that they can make money off of these people. Have them as slaves, then kick them out with nothing so they go back to nothing. That's how it's ran. He says that argument does not hold if you're an illegal. Human rights trump anything. What I mean by this, human rights, shelter, food, water before you have to go back. Standard. The issue is, do we put them in work camps or do we put them in jail? That's where the human rights have to come in. Or when you catch them, do you instantly, without waiting? I mean, instantly. Damn, you got caught. Turn back around. Don't come back. Document in the computer, release and let go like you're doing fishing. Right? Catch and release. Catch, tag, and release, right? Deportation is something that happens to all around the world. It's not just here in the States. But do you think we would have it better and we would have more money in America if it's catch and release? Catch, tag, and release. Why keep them here So taxpayers are paying for them being here. Catch and release, catch, tag, and release. I think there will be more money for Americans here. Now, if Texas is trying to do it like that, I may not have a problem. But I still will, because it's going to give them the ability to stop and frisk, break your Fourth Amendment rights being here in the States as your constitutional right. Okay? No searches or seizures. It will still allow them to illegally detain and document, even though the process of catch and release might be good. Give me your opinion on that. Trump is complaining on a platform of mass deportations, the likes we have never seen. I predict Trump will get a record number of votes from both black and brown. Yes, there's a lot of black and brown here that make a lot of money. Now, Coach Eli said on him saying that what he's trying to do to make his channel better, he said he wants to get better topics. I would love to hear him on one of these. I got to give a big shout out to Dash and Q. First of all, Dash and Q is in the gig world, people. He is now opened up his gig game to doing auto detailing, and now he has turned it into a series where he has episode 1. I think he's like on episode like 9 or 10 or something. He has a lot. Might be a little bit more than that. He utilized what HotFacts does on series to build a channel. So you don't have to have multiple channels. You can learn how to build a brand and a network and have multiple series and shows on one station, one channel. I'm giving big shout outs to Dash and Q for picking up on the concept. And I'm gonna give a big shout out to Gig Drive and Thrive for understanding how to use shorts now. Now he's doing shorts and he's getting like 4,000 views, 9,000 views a few times. He's doing them like that now, and he's gaining views while giving messages in his shorts. He was someone that said, no, shorts and this and don't count, but now he's getting views and getting subscribers. And we would like to ask him, how does it feel to get subs off your shorts? Let's see if he says they don't count now. But I'm going to give him some support because he's taking some HotFacts. He took my show idea, reversed it, and now he took how I do shorts, and now he's doing it there. So congratulations there. I love how I can inspire and help other content creators out there. Thank you very much. So that's Gig Drive and Thrive. Eli says he wants to use his wife, do more topics, do shorts and all that stuff, do all that. So I'm helping out him. And I want to say thank you to Dash and Q for learning how to create another series on top of what you're doing. You're almost at 600,000 views. And before, your subs to your video uploads were reversed. Now you're just about 20-something subs from 1,000. And now it's working in that way. And now you're averaging right now, I think Dash and Q, I think he did like 28,000 views like a couple days ago in one day. Right now he's averaging over like 7,000 views a day right now because of what he's doing. So I want to give a big shout out to Dash and Q. Keep up the good work, man. Gig World, go check him out and see what he's doing. He does a lot of stuff that are similar to myself and Cars and Cribs. You know, we come with the lingo, the rhyming words, the energy. We do it like that. Dashing Trader does it like that also. He does it like that also. We're out there, outspoken, and we do it like that. But go check those channels out. Check those channels out. But human rights, that's what I think. I want to get into this right here, North Korea. North Korea just did a test and they shot off ballistic. What up, Ultra Ego Wisdom? Yeah, Dash and Q has come a long way in life and YouTube. Yes, sir. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. North Korea, they fired off missiles. He says hello, Amelia, there also. I'm gonna try to get my wife now just to use her voice sometimes. Can you tell him hi?
Hello, Mr. Wisdom.
There she is. Yeah, I got her voice on there, people. It's working pretty soon. I'm working on my wife. We're gonna have it set here, both of us on camera to get together doing a show, and that's gonna happen. So it's gonna be a way for us to get more people who are couples to engage in our channel also. But North Korea, they have missiles that now can reach the U.S. Some landed over by Japan in the sea, around where they are saying that they can come over 9,336 miles. The ballistic missiles traveled. South Korea and the U.S. have gave warnings saying that if anything happens, North Korea will have to be wiped off the planet. Yeah, he says, "How you doing, Robert? You're good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am doing good." She says she must be hiding on the floor. Nah, man, she's right next to me. She's right. She's right. Now, show your hand. No, just show your hand. Oh, do you see her? Oh, she's right there. Oh, she showed her face. Wow, she's right there. But you know what? 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 I gotta do it. 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 I just gotta do it. Go ahead and hit this button here now. There we go. I had to give a round of applause. She hasn't shown her face on a live in big old shades on. But North Korea has done that. The U.S. has said that if they do anything and it continues, and if they try to do what they want to do, we will turn them into a stinking parking lot. That's what the U.S. has said. I would like to ask from you guys out there, how serious do you think the threat of North Korea is to the United States of America and the world? How serious do you, what's up, Jeff? How serious do you think this is that they have a missile that now can travel 9,336 miles? Do you think that once they are capable, they're going to do it in this nuclear war just like that? Let me know what you think about that. If you want to speak about North Korea and what this is, go ahead and speak up now. North Korea, they push the U.S. They are like the Mr. Flex of the gig world in that community. And J-Rom is not called the DoorDash community. It's called the gig economy. Get it right. North Korea is like the Mr. Flex of the gig world. They pick on the United States so much that even when the Olympics, when South Korea and North Korea came out walking together in unity, Pence was the vice president. He had to sit down below from Kim Jong-un's, his little sister, runs everything. They were cheering for all the other countries. When the U.S. walked out, she sat down and looked at Mike Pence like this. And Pence did not turn around not one time. She was picking on him. She was trolling him in person. North Korea does this to the United States. But are they serious? Yes, yes, yes. They are serious. But do we take them serious, though? That's the question there. Joe Buddy says, I think North Korea has nukes because they saw what the United States did to Iraq. We won't invade any country with nukes. No, we will not. We'll just go ahead and blast them from space. Now, in the U.S., people, I don't think you guys know, we have lasers, laser guns, real lasers in outer space. So I'm guessing we think our technology can take that out. Jeff Thomas Black said, of course they're serious. They wouldn't be doing it, people. They push the limits of the U.S. They want to make they are trolling the U.S. so hard that they will try to make the U.S. attack them for no reason. That's how serious they are about unleashing these bombs. This is the best thing we can do It's talk. We can't get with Eli. We can't get that with Eli. Yeah, at all. US and AR are driving us to war. And I knew Jeff Thomas Black was going to take this to the AI. Um, yeah, we that's why people are brought up how much does it cost for one of the robotic drone soldiers? That's why I asked that. AIs are going to be doing all that stuff. AIs are going to be running everything. When I saw the AI robot get out the Tesla, pick up the gun, and shoot at the Tesla to check the armor on it, and the guy stood behind this old wall like he's controlling the AI bots. Man, I thought Ultron was going to take him down. But North Korean people, you got to take them serious. Anytime a country like that hates you that much, they don't do anything. Why are we still in NATO? Look, it says, I'll tell you why. Why are we still in NATO? The Soviet Union collapsed over 30 years ago. I'll tell you that why we are in the new alliance taking over is because the US said we will be NATO to be the world security. Once we have a base on every single country, pretty much that there is, we are running it. What is that country going to do? Stop our weapons from taking them over? We can take over more countries. Once you look, all you have to do is take over and own it for 20 years. Now that's your own residential province, and you can make your own country. Those are the rules. 20 years of you taking over makes it that you own that place. We put a military base all over, and then they go charge people as hired security. That's why we never left. And as long as we are like that and we are involved in NATO, we are the main security for NATO, the new alliance taking over. That's just what it is. That's why we never left. They saw it as an opportunity to expand global growth. That's exactly what it was. Jeff Thomas Black says it's over literally right now. Comcast is reporting a data breach. Yeah. How is Comcast going to report a data breach? Are we in Woodlawn? Someone happened to get up in there? Come on now. All you gig people that like to talk about other stuff, educate your mind. Make your worldview bigger. Visualize wealth and put yourself in the picture. You guys got a lot to say. Come talk about this. I'm going to read some comments off of here too. I got to ask this. Since the missiles, the war, and everything else is going on, do you think religion is the problem of the world, or is it money, and why? I believe it's religion and money, because religion can generate money. God and the devil are involved in every religion. The devil controls the money, the popularity, the movie, the TV, the songs, the media. That's what they do. I believe it's both. But we live in a world of sin. Someone was on Necro Getting Bags last night and said that he never sins. We live in a world of sin. We were put here to be in the world of sin so we can make righteous decisions for ourselves. Money and religion and murder and everything else comes with the territory. And I believe that religion and money are the culprits because people try to control people and their money through religion instead of them understanding who God is, the almighty creator. Me, myself, personally, I believe that it is both. Okay? I believe it is both. Leave me your opinion on what you think about that right there. I'm going to read some comments right now. We're approaching our 2 hour. We're at 1:46. Can I see this, please? Thank you. I'm going to go here. I'm going to read comments off of my channel, and I'm going to do it by way of my videos coming from my wife and her phone, so I don't switch here. I'm going to do this. Now I'm gonna read a comment. This one is gonna be for Torp. Now this comment, I was on Torp's channel and he asked me, did I buy subs? I said, I buy my equipment. I have a tripod right here that is excellent. I have other things that make my videos work and do well. I said, that's how I buy subs. And he said, he just admitted that he buys subs. And he said, did everybody hear that? And everybody said, oh, he's buying subs. Now, Torp, Uber Jeep AZ is one of your favorite people of all time. Let me read you his comment on that short that I put up with me saying that to you, but you did not understand. But one of your favorite guys is going to break this down to you. It is on this one right here. Let me read this comment right here. And this is from Uber Jeep AZ, people. Uber Jeep AZ. Can I turn it sideways? No, it's on the short. That's from Uber Jeep AZ. Uber Jeep AZ, one of Torp's favorite guys. I'll play the short first. Damn it. There we go.
You guys mad because subs? Yeah, no, yeah, I buy subs. You know why I buy subs? I buy the equipment to do my videos and they go viral. So I buy my subs the right way. No, he just said that. Yeah, I make my videos and they go viral. Show me one of yours.
All right. So you heard that. He said, no way, he just said that, right? Now, I'm going to read a comment from Uber Jeep AZ. I have to say facts. Anyone that does content at a high level knows the right audio and visual is the way to get people to want to see you more. When your equipment is not crisp or doesn't sound right, they don't want the crackling in the earbuds, nor do they want hazy video resolution on a 75-inch TV. That is what Uber Jeep AZ said to you, Torp. Now, also, there is a video that I put up, and let me see. Is it on this one? Is it on Eli's? Let me see. No, not that one. It's on one of these. Oh, I know what it is. HotFacts reacts to Eli thing right there. Let me do this. Comments. That intro was dope by Uber Jeep AZ. Now, here we go. I'm going to read Uber Jeep AZ's. He leaves paragraphs, people. Now watch Uber Jeep AZ's comment right here. Let me see. Is this the one? Let me see. I'm trying to look for the comment when he says, that's why you go viral so many times. I'm looking for that one right there. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna read this one in regards to Eli. Uber Jeep AZ had a comment for Eli here. He said, that's jacked up. I always tell folks that if they want to talk shit about me, do it on another channel. This is for Eli getting mad for the trolls in the comment section. Therefore, people will say shit about me all over YouTube, and I have no control over it. I only control what's on my channel. That's it. I'll never contact any channel telling them to moderate comments about me off of their channel. I want people on other channels to market and advertise for me by talking shit about me. Then when people come to my channel and see how to really make money, they'll see why other channels and drivers hate me. I don't sell shit. I sell whole game for free. Okay. And people hate that because I'm killing whatever product they're trying to sell drivers. I call it like it is because I have a right to do that on my channel. And someone else's channel, they can call me out all they want. It's their channel. Eli, you got to take that in right there. Here we go. I said people be on that bullshit. Uber Jeep AZ now says the only thing about that collab project you two are doing is that you have a catalog of material for shorts. You are one of the content creators that do shorts, and I rarely do them. That's why your channel goes viral so much. Now, this is from Uber Jeep AZ, people. When I tell you guys I go viral, this is a guy that watches me. One of your favorite guys is shutting you up. Okay, let's read this again. The only thing about that collab project, we're talking about me and Eli, Torp, so you should just listen to this. Get some real knowledge and get that junk out your head. The only thing about the collab project you two are doing is that you have a catalog, I told you guys, of material, almost 2,700 videos for shorts, exactly, to gain traction, keep your channel growing, exactly. You are one of the creators that do shorts. I rarely do them. That's why your channel goes viral so much. You put in the work to edit and create content that certain people like. Torp, are you listening? I create content that people like. That's why I go viral so many times. Other people are watching it. How are you so blind in the gig world and like the rest of you guys to not understand? But you guys will go over and watch Uber Jeep AZ, but he's telling you the real, but you'll block this out your head. Idiots. You've now got a warehouse full of it. Listen. That's why he says, I have a catalog. You have a catalog of material of shorts. You are one of the creators that do shorts. I rarely do them. That's why your channel goes viral so much. You put the work in to edit and create content that people like, okay? And battle rap people, we go back and throw it back, run it back. You've now got a warehouse full of it with all good clips and snippets that generate conversation and thought. Thank you. That's what I do. That's what my channel is. Anyone that says what my channel is, they're lying because he's giving an honest opinion. Good job recognizing the value in a broken situation. Even when my cars break down, I view it as a good thing because now class begins. Laughing out loud. I get out the camera and record or repair for content. That repair fixing my own car pays me via YouTube revenue. So it's not like I did the repair for free. The content will pay for my parts, my time, and at some point, recognizing the value of a broken situation. You have to do that, people. Intelligence never takes a moment off. We're always ahead of the curve for a reason. So now, people, with the gig world, I have videos on how to work on cars also. You got to do what you do to gain attention from other people out there. That's how your channel grows. Eli and everybody else out there. You guys are not on HotFacts and Uber Jeep AZ's level. We run it at a whole different level, okay? Let me get to another comment. Hold up. How do I get off this video to, how do I get to go back to, I want to get off of this. Okay. I'm going to go to a comment. Let's go to, let's do a comment. Let's go to live. I'll go here. This is for Eli. This is from Kevin. It's Kevin 5519. People that's sensitive should not be on YouTube. People are gonna say whatever they want in the comment section. Amish, I have to give you credit, Robert. This is the video where they found out why Eli quit. I have to give you credit, Robert. You allowed negative comments. Eli, this is for you. I have to give you credit, Robert. You allowed negative comments about you in your chat. Ignore them and keep on going. Spending too much time worrying about a negative comment is a stream killer, as shown by your past YouTube partner streams. Now, Mr. Flex is not here. Now, I want to give a shout out also to some people. Mr. Flex is one. Bigfoot Dasher said 100, Robert. Thank you so much. Sevens 777 says, Eli's frustration has nothing to do with a single comment about Don. That's an excuse, an attempt to portray himself as being protective. It's an attempt to mask the truth, which is his inability to handle criticism. It's always about himself. Damian Blaze, Damian Troll, his other account. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Yay, everyone be extra nice to Robert. He's still taking his breakup with Eli really hard and has been crying a river with a bucket of tears. I knew that relationship wasn't going to work out, especially when it was fake on you guys using one another for your own personal game, for people to see, for it to blow up in your face like I told you. Hot trash. Well, you're the one that came in late because I told everybody exactly why. I was doing it after I did my walk for the people on doing a trail walk like Eli did. I told them why I was doing it, and you're one of the ones that obviously did not watch, and you should feel stupid because I already said, and I squeezed all the juice out of that orange. Now, if anything, I think you're better off without Eli, and you should focus all that energy on Flex, who actually felt sorry for you and dissed you at the same time, like others who threw salt all over your heart for you to cry about Eli breaking your heart. No, 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 no. What happened was, instead of like Flex used all the people in the handicap realm, and none of them got him extra views or subs. I created a show, made interesting topics, which is why the Hot Facts with Robert Reese podcast is here now. From the Hot Facts of Eli podcast, I said, I'm just going to do it. That show is done. And now you're going to get a new podcast with just Hot Facts. And my wife will be on this one whenever she wants to. So it did more than what you think. I actually was able to start off another show off of the first show that went 3.5 months. Now the pilot for this show is going on now. Mama Goonie, thank you for having me on your panel today. I am very disappointed with Eli's behavior. I felt that with your help, he could grow a better streamer. He could grow to be a better streamer. What a waste of your energy and time. I was hopeful, but no more. 1Q123. Did Eli really say women want to F him because he's an online personality? Yes, he said that on a live, and he was bragging. I cannot imagine one woman wants to have sex with him. That's all in his head. Maybe Don, okay. But nobody knows Eli outside of these small spaces. This little dude is delusional. And Don, I want to let you know, do not jump in. Big John's wifey. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. It says something came on up here. Don, don't join in on the stuff with Eli, so you don't get hurt. Uber Jeep AZ says, we grew up in the era of talking shit in a circle. We called it joining or joking on each other. Laughing out loud. I still love doing that shit on YouTube. I'll be clowning and joking on fools all day on my live streams, laughing out loud. We be dying laughing. It's like when you it's like you said, when you heckle a comedian and the comedian roasts their ass in the middle of a show, nobody wants to even walk out the door next to that person after the show. Laughing out loud. I think it adds flavor to the content. That's why I do it also. Y'all can come here and talk shit all you want. I'm gonna give it to you back. That's part of my show. When they come on talking shit, thinking I'm gonna play nice, I let them have it. Laughing out loud. Then when anybody else sees their name on a gig channel comments section, they get called out and people remember them for the live stream where they were walked into the wrong room. Laughing out loud. I clown a MF. I'm gonna just say it. I clown a motherfucker real quick. I do the same thing. Dimitri something. Nah, he's straight 304 you. The only people who have gotten under his skin is JB Gunner, Coach J Ram, and my boy Ultra Wisdom. Sorry, however, you definitely got an A for effort. Well, I got more than an A for effort because I went further than anybody else has gone before, just like on Star Trek. Hitomi Honda is a troll, who's a guy also, and Eli is weird. All he did was ask you not to support the chatter speaking about Don, and instead of apologizing or respecting his wishes to remove the chat comments, you instead make fun of him. That is truly sad and shows your character. That troll did that to make Eli get excited. Eli had a wrench. That has to be Jenny Sadler or somebody else like that. My wife knows. Let's do this one. Let me see. No, let's go to this one here. Let me see. Wow, this one came from Rideshare Lisa Bigfoot Dasher. I feel bad for Bigfoot Dasher. I hope he finds closure soon. My mom passed away and I miss her every day. Good luck, Bigfoot Dasher. I know you said you have some deaths in the family and friends, and I think she's speaking about what you said the other day. Uber Jeep AZ says, mad respect to the channels that tell drivers to fight for our value. We are seeing a lot of channels going well. If you want more, quit the gig space and go get a W-2. These channels, some large, are saying app slavery is okay, and there's no reason for drivers and channels to unite against the apps and how they are forcing an imbalance of value. We do the work, and we have expenses with businesses. We have expenses with business as well as with life. We all work to have life, not just to sit in cars for 80 hours a week. Mad respect, brother. I love you, motherfucker. That came from Uber Jeep AC. Donnie Shaw Show. No, Angel isn't okay. He seems to like using hateful and racial slurs. That came from him right there. I'm going to get into. Let me see. I'll get into a short that I did that is doing very, very well, and it's about Wendy's on how they gave me saran wrap on the lid for a cup, and I'm going to read some of the comments off of here. This comment came from the Orange Road. He says, "Oh, for real, they put the Wendy's brand tape on it. So you in the clear. Nah, poking the straw through is very much the way to go. Customer gonna think you drank that ish. As long as you maybe send a picture and explain it to the customer, DoorDash won't hold you accountable for the review. If you got on Cleveland, he said, if you got it on Cleveland Ave, then you got 5-star treatment. You got 5-star treatment. Then I guess the Wendy's on Cleveland Ave, wherever else it is ghetto as hell. It doesn't make a difference how many saran wraps you got around the cup. If the cup got a lid, it's a no problem. Necro Getting Back said Bud Soda would have all the lids in his car. Oh, I will stop right there. Somebody just click in, people. We got about 20 minutes left.
It's just me.
It's just TFT, people. It's just TFT. I'm gonna read another one about this Wendy's thing. This one came from Marvel Forever. He said, now, people, you got to understand the word nigga is going to come out. This comment says, niggas complaining about the cover being plastic wrap and tape, but if he would have gave it to him without a cover, he would have been even more mad. I agree.
All right. I'm going to say something about that myself. You're talking to a guy here who used to drink his sodas out of a freaking Ziploc bag with a straw shoved in it, making my own ghetto Capri Sun. All right. So I don't give a shit if my cup.
Say that again. Hold on. Oh, damn.
Well, you get your little Ziploc sandwich bag with the double zipper on it. You freaking shove a straw in one end. You fill it up with drink. You zip it, trip, and close. You got a freaking Capri Sun.
Damn.
My parents did that with me, so it was like, I got done with it, didn't have to try and do nothing. Just throw the shit away, be done with it.
Oh, damn.
So if you do it right, you can always use that bag for 2 to 3 drinks. It
Oh,
was a cheap way to save money because we was buying stuff in 2 liter. Man, you can't walk around with a 2 liter when I'm 5 years old.
oh, I gotta put this comment up. Ghetto Capri Sun.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, I've been to a restaurant. That's how they serve the drinks to the kid. It was a Ziploc bag with a straw.
Manifesto said, "Damn, looks like Eli took all your subs back to Redwood City." Dude, all my subs are real. I got 12,000 subs. I do videos nonstop. The problem is, I'll tell you what the problem is, Manifesto. I am the only person that is not obsessed with Eli like the rest of the whole world. The whole world wants to go just talk about him, follow him, and do everything. When you have a real show that talk about other things, they don't like that. I told you he's a piper, and that's what he's gonna do. They're gonna follow him to wherever he goes to try to talk to people, to yell at them, make those people get at them, to make content about those people, and still follow Eli. That's what they do. Eli came into the gig world. I did not like it. I tried to kick him out. He stayed. I want to see why people are acting like that. I did a show for 3 months. I got it in, and it is what it is. The other people are realizing that, like, damn, we're weird and he's not. So they don't want to seem weird because all they want to do is talk about Eli. I also said that I am only going to be mentioning Eli if he says anything bad about me. Because our show was good, there's nothing bad I can say about the show. I will only respond to negative things that come from him. I'm not going to be up here. My show's going to be about Eli. Sorry if that's what you guys thought. You guys need to get a fucking life. Sorry. It is what it is. Joe Buddy says, Emilia Muscle Dog Reese, I bet Eli talks about you, Robert, the next time he goes on a live. Yes, because Eli, he's going to talk about me. But see, everything that he has already said for these past couple days, I'm not going to respond to those things because he's already said them. He's going to have to make something up and say something crazy for me to respond back. Eli already said that he's not going to stop watching me because he wants to see what is going on. That's how he's going to stay in the loop. So Eli is always going to watch me to try to take what I do, but he won't do it right. It's just going to blow up and backfire in his face, which is why I'm going to be doing all of my shorts and things and using them to make videos about him, but not in a negative way, how most people do. Like how the one I put up with him saying, don't call her a horse, and she still went, woo! Things like that are hilarious, that he's making fun of himself, and it's comedy. I'm going to put those up with him being the star. More people are going to want to watch those. They'll click on his channel, they'll subscribe and talk on the live, and we're going to watch him deny every person that's real, and then watch him continue to buy fake subs. That's the whole next plan.
Okay.
You guys don't even think like me.
Yeah, I had to chime in a bit here because it's like I'm on a little bit of a store run for my wife before I go visit her. But I wanted to chime in and say hi and see how everybody's doing.
Oh yeah,
Wish
TFP.
everybody well as usual and all that good stuff.
My wife wants to. She asked me the other day about your wife, so go ahead and just ask me how she's doing. So you can just ask me so he hears your voice.
How's the wife holding up, PFT?
She doesn't want to be there anymore, but she's got to be for now. 21st, she got her CAT scan appointment coming up, so it'll be all good from there. I'm pretty sure that CAT scan is just a formality, but they want to make sure that everything's lined up the way it's supposed to be. And the healing's going great, but I'm actually a little worried because if something's not lined up right, they're going to have to cut her open again and go back in and fix it. But the x-rays they took said everything was going good, but x-rays aren't as fine an image. So they scheduled her for the CAT scan, and that should be pretty much the end of it. Once that goes through, they get the imaging back from that and make sure it's all lined up right. They'll be removing this A-frame brace they got drilled into her bones to keep her foot immobile. because I got 2 rods drilled on either side of her heel, and then 2 right into her shin, with a brace holding everything together. And everything goes good on the 21st. They'll be either same day or within a couple of days taking that brace off, and then she'll be able to come home shortly thereafter.
Yes, sir.
Tentatively, I'm hoping she'll be home for Christmas, but it's not going to look that way. I don't think. I'm probably not expecting her to be back home till probably after the first of the year.
Okay. People, there's your update from TFT. I know a lot of people ask in comments and things like that. That's the update from TFT, people. We're wishing for and hoping for a speedy recovery. I got to go to the hospital later on the day. My mom is in the hospital with all the stuff she got going on. She's in the hospital right now, and she has that the other form of that other flu that's going on. So she has the upper end of that. So she's in the hospital right now. So you all know that my mom's been going through a cancer thing and chemo and stuff, people. So she already has issues outside of that. So when she gets sick, she gets sick. So just keep my mom in your prayers. Keep Mrs. Patterson right there in the prayers, people. And also George George, prayers for his sister and everything else like that, and his family. If you got something going on out there, people, we got prayers going out there to your family. We want to make sure everyone is going to be healthy and safe to make it into the next year. So
that's why I always say I wish everybody well. I hope everybody's doing good. If you're not, you're in my thoughts and prayers. I don't even matter if I know you or not, because I don't wish ill on anyone. I wish nothing but the best for everybody out here, Eli included. Everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if I like you or not. I don't wish ill will on anyone. Never have,
yes,
never will. Now,
yes, sir.
With that said, I am going to go ahead and dip out because I got to go run into Walmart and make another stop after that because my wife has gotten a strong craving for the little brownie bites that Walmart makes. Brownie bites. She brownie bites. She loves these little brownie bites they got here at Walmart. Yeah. She's been gigging on those for the past like 2 weeks.
Now, when you get them brownie bites, TFT, she will get the ones with the powder on them?
She don't care as long as it's a brownie bite. The one with the frostings, the one with the powder, the one just plain, don't make no difference. She want it, she get it.
Just make sure you don't eat them.
No, I don't eat them. I don't really like brownies that much.
All right, now. All right, TFT. Everybody, that was TFT the deputy. You don't know when he
You guys take care. Peace,
sure
love, and respect to all of y'all. Have a great day.
One love from the deputy, people. Bigfoot Dasher says, prayers, Robert. We have more in common than you think. Prayers, TFT. Thank you, Bigfoot Dasher. Joe Buddy says, I have a craving for a Chicago deep dish pizza. We have a Chicago pasta house. I got cravings for it, but I'm not going to wait an hour for the pizza. I'm sorry. It tastes good as hell, though. That pie tastes good as hell. I would like to share with you guys before we get on off here. I'm going to share my top 10. You know, Jeffrey, my Nightbot, he keeps track of everything. I would like to give a shout out to the top 10 contributors and people that are that are showing support for Hot Facts with Robert Reese. This is from the 11th of December. So I'm going to give these numbers to you right now. Obviously, my assistant, my wife, is number 1 at 218 messages sent. Thunder, Goyta, whatever his name is, YMCA guy. He is at number 2 at 112 messages sent. Jack's freedom of speech is number 3 with 101. Sevens is at 96 messages sent. Witchy Nicole, 83 messages sent. Shan spitting facts, 80 messages sent. Mr. Flex is at number 7. Mr. Flex at number 7 at 75 messages sent. Thank you so much, Mr. Flex, for showing support to Hot Facts with Robert Reese and my wife. We thank you so much for being on our top 10 list for the week, for showing support for the channel and the brand. We appreciate that so much, Mr. Flex. Gabriela Louise Martinez is at 68. Black Legos Matter is at 65. And Joe Buddy is at number 10 at 65. So pretty even, just about 6 guys, 4 women. So almost even. Guys are up 60%. But the number one that we got to pay attention to is Mr. Flex. He is number 7 on showing support for Hot Facts with Robert Reese for the whole week. So if he tells you guys he doesn't watch, he doesn't do anything, it says it right here on Nightbot and Jeffrey, and he uses Nightbot also, so he knows it's not a lie. He uses artificial intelligence to keep these stats too. Mr. Flex supports Hot Facts. Now, I bet on his Nightbot, you won't see one message from Hot Facts up there. Message that lets you know who's stalking who. Now, I also want to do this. Earlier, I noticed a dog, and J-Rom, I was telling you how I want to go to school for marine biology and then zoology. I explained how I love animals and stuff like that. I knew I saw a show dog when I saw it. Check out this interview, people. Live on the spot. This morning, I did this.
You want to take. Download the Kayak app now.
That smile.
Travel and workout ads. The algorithm knows who I am. Excuse me, sir. I noticed your dog. I watch the dog shows all the time. Now, I was trying to figure out what kind of hound is this, and I was like, from back there, it's almost got that Afghan kind of sleek and the fur coming out. What type of hound is this, sir?
Same hound, but this is a Russian.
The Russian wolfhound. Oh man, nice. How old? 5. Nice dog. Nice dog. I saw it. I said, man.
Once you see them, the shows this one is black. A lot of the ones in the box shows are white.
Yes, but see, I said I've never. You are the first person in my whole life, all the dog parks, with this dog right here. You know what I mean?
There's another one inside.
Another? Oh, yours also? Hey, go figure.
He's red and white.
Nice.
Just getting their baths. They're going to there's a dog show in India
Next month in India?
That's where they're headed.
Nice.
She's one win away from being a champion.
One win away from being a champion?
She's looking at India.
And what's her name? Let me go ahead and get a close on Sissy. Let me take a look at Sissy right here.
This is pretty shy.
Well, Sissy, let me tell you this. You do dog shows. My name is Robert Reese, and I am Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the official news channel of the gig economy, and I love animals, and I have dogs also. So whenever I see classic cars and dogs that I know that are worth it, I go ahead and give them a shot. And guess what else I do? I will never leave you out. Who is this down here?
This was Raven.
Raven? Yeah, go ahead, Raven. Nice. Yeah. And how old is Raven?
Raven's 5 also.
5 also. So they grew up together pretty much.
Yeah.
Raven. Yeah.
Raven thinks she's the worst way as well.
Now, does Raven do these shows?
Raven's just a pet.
Just a pet. Raven says, yep, you go.
Be an emotional support dog for these guys.
Right. You guys go get prissy. I will hold it down for the fort because you may be taller, but I got more oomph. That's what Raven says.
Right.
And you said 1 win away, okay? 1 win away from being a champion.
That's right.
My goodness. And are you guys breeding these or?
Not right now. So my daughter's mentor she breeds them.
Okay, yep. Man, excellent dog, and I hope you get this next win. People out there, when you see this on the channel, leave your comment and just wish luck. Say one more win. Put that in the comments, people. Let's go ahead and get this win because we all love champions. Now, I want people to understand about what Hot Facts with Robert Reese is all about. That's what I do. I'm able to run up on people after seeing what I see. I did a full interview by me knowing it was a type of hound similar to what he had, and went into it, got all the questions in, brought in the other dog. He gave history. I asked questions about breeding and everything else, and that was an on the spot, on the live interview that I do. I tell people that you have to understand how to interact with people. Now, just imagine how I can interact with customers as a gig driver. Just imagine that. There's a skill set on how you talk to people and how you get it done. Hopefully, you guys did love that and you see what I'm all about. That is also on my animal encounters. That's up there, and it's on my interview list as the on-scene reporting right there. That's another one in the books for Hot Facts. That's what I do. If you love building your channel and getting content, oh, Bigfoot Dasher, he said, my wife said, you got him in the ball game. That's a good one. My wife started that. Who's Eli? Oh, my wife started that. She said, hopefully, you guys, if you want to have variety and know how to grow your channel organically, use all of your skill sets. People say, well, your content, what do you do? Your content sucks. No, for someone that likes dogs, that was a great video. You got to have videos for everybody. You never know who's watching. With that being said, people, we out of here like Chuck Woolery, and 2 and 2. Tell them peace out, babe. Deuces, we out of here, people.